Chapter 1 of Captains Courageous. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This recording is by Mark Smith of Simpsonville, South Carolina. Captains Courageous by Rudyard Kipling. Chapter 1. The weather door of the smoking room had been left open to the North Atlantic fog, as the big liner rolled and lifted, whistling to warn the fishing fleet. "That Cheyne boy's the biggest nuisance aboard," said a man in a frieze overcoat, shutting the door with a bang. "He isn't wanted here. He's too fresh." A white-haired German reached for a sandwich and grunted between bites. "I know der breed. America is full of dat kind. I tell you, you should import rope's ends free under your tariff." "Pshaw! There isn't any real harm to him. He's more to be pitied than anything," a man from New York drawled, as he lay at full length along the cushions under the wet skylight. "They've dragged him around from hotel to hotel ever since he was a kid. I was talking to his mother this morning. She's a lovely lady, but she don't pretend to manage him. He's going to Europe to finish his education." "Education isn't begun yet." This was a Philadelphian curled up in a corner. "That boy gets $200 a month pocket money, he told me. He isn't 16 either." "Railroads, his father, aren't it?" said the German. "Yep. That and mines and lumber and shipping. Built one place at San Diego, the old man has. Another at Los Angeles. Owns half a dozen railroads. Half the lumber on the Pacific slope, and lets his wife spend the money." The Philadelphian went on lazily. "The West don't suit her, she says. She just tracks around with the boy and her nerves, trying to find out what'll amuse him, I guess. Florida, Adirondacks, Lakewood, Hot Springs, New York, round again. He isn't much more than a second-hand hotel clerk now. When he's finished in Europe, he'll be a holy terror." "What's the matter with the old man attending to him personally?" said a voice from the frieze Ulster. "Old man's piling up the rocks. Don't want to be disturbed, I guess. He'll find out his error a few years from now. Pity, because there's a heap of good in the boy, if you could get at it." Mit a rope's end, growled the German. Once more the door banged, and a slight, slim-built boy, perhaps 15 years old, a half-smoked cigarette hanging from one corner of his mouth, leaned in over the high footway. His pasty yellow complexion did not show well on a person of his years, and his look was a mixture of irresolution, bravado, and very cheap smartness. He was dressed in a cherry-colored blazer, knickerbockers, red stockings, and bicycle shoes, with a red flannel cap at the back of his head. After whistling between his teeth as he eyed the company, he said in a loud voice, "Say, it's thick outside. You can hear the fish boats squawking all around us. Say, wouldn't it be great if we ran one down?" "Shut the door, Harvey," said the New Yorker. "Shut the door, and stay outside. You're not wanted here."
"Who'll stop me?" he answered deliberately. "Did you pay for my passage, Mr. Martin? Guess I've as good right here as the next man." He picked up some dice from a checkerboard and began throwing, right hand against left. "Say, gentlemen, this is deader'n mud. Can't we make a game of poker between us?" There was no answer, and he puffed his cigarette, swung his legs, and drummed on the table with rather dirty fingers. Then he pulled out a roll of bills as if to count them. "How's your mamma this afternoon?" a man said. "I didn't see her at lunch." "In her stateroom, I guess. She's most always sick on the ocean. I'm going to give the stewardess $15 for looking after her. I don't go down more'n I can avoid. It makes me feel mysterious to pass that butler's pantry place. Say, this is the first time I've been on the ocean."
"Oh, don't apologize, Harvey."
"Who's apologizing? This is the first time I've crossed the ocean, gentlemen, and, except the first day, I haven't been sick one little bit. No, sir." He brought down his fist with a triumphant bang, wetted his finger, and went on counting the bills. "Oh, you're a high-grade machine with the writing in plain sight," the Philadelphian yawned. "You'll blossom into a credit to your country if you don't take care." "I know it. I'm an American, first, last, and all the time. I'll show 'em that when I strike Europe. Piff! My cig's out. I can't smoke the truck the steward sells. Any gentleman got a real Turkish cig on him?" The chief engineer entered for a moment, red, smiling, and wet. "Say, Mac," cried Harvey cheerfully, "how are we hittin' it?"
"Very much in the ordinary way," was the grave reply. "The young are as polite as ever to their elders, and their elders are trying to appreciate it."
A low chuckle came from a corner. The German opened his cigar case and handed a skinny black cigar to Harvey.
"Dot is the proper apparatus to smoke, my young friend," he said. "You will try it? Yes? Then you will be ever so happy."
Harvey lit the unlovely thing with a flourish. He felt that he was getting on in grown-up society.
"It would take more than this to keel me over," he said, ignorant that he was lighting that terrible article, a Wheeling stogie.
"Dot we will presently see," said the German. "Where are we now, Mr. Macdonald?"
"Just there or thereabouts, Mr. Schaefer," said the engineer. "We'll be on the Grand Bank to night, but in a general way o' speakin', we're all among the fishing fleet now. We've shaved 3 dories and near scalped the boom off a Frenchman since noon, and that's close sailin', you may say." "You like my cigar, eh?" the German asked, for Harvey's eyes were full of tears.
"Fine, full flavor," he answered through shut teeth. "Guess we've slowed down a little, haven't we? I'll skip out and see what the log says."
"I might if I fuss you," said the German. Harvey staggered over the wet decks to the nearest rail. He was very unhappy, but he saw the deck steward lashing chairs together, and, since he had boasted before the man that he was never seasick, his pride made him go aft to the second saloon deck at the stem, which was finished in a turtle-back. The deck was deserted, and he crawled to the extreme end of it near the flagpole. There he doubled up in limp agony, for the Wheeling stogie joined with the surge and jar of the screw to sieve out his soul. His head swelled, sparks of fire danced before his eyes, his body seemed to lose weight, while his heels wavered in the breeze. He was fainting from seasickness, and a roll of the ship tilted him over the rail on to the smooth lip of the turtle-back. Then a long, gray mother wave swung out of the fog, tucked Harvey under one arm, so to speak, and pulled him off and away to leeward. The great green closed over him, and he went quietly to sleep. He was roused by the sound of a dinner horn such as they used to blow at a summer school he had once attended in the Adirondacks. Slowly he remembered that he was Harvey Cheyne, drowned and dead in mid-ocean, but was too weak to fit things together. A new smell filled his nostrils, wet and clammy chills ran down his back, and he was helplessly full of salt water. When he opened his eyes he perceived that he was still on top of the sea, for it was running round him in silver-coloured hills, and he was lying on a pile of half-dead fish, looking at a broad human back clothed in a blue jersey. "It's no good," thought the boy. "I'm dead, sure enough, and this thing is in charge." He groaned, and the figure turned its head, showing a pair of little gold rings half hidden in curly black hair. "Aha! You feel some pretty well now?" it said. "Lie still so. We trim better." With a swift jerk he sculled the flickering boat-head on to a foamless sea that lifted her 20 full feet, only to slide her into a glassy pit beyond. But this mountain climb